What's poppin', everybody, and welcome to episode 22 of the Good Kraken Show. I am one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside the inevitable one, Devin Stanford. How are you, dude?
Good. I'm doing really good. I just got my second dose of the vaccine,
Yes, you
like
did.
literally an hour ago.
Yeah, welcome to the Autobots.
Yeah, I am 5G microchip tested and ready. Let's go. I feel like I'm charging faster. Let's do it.
Charging faster. Yeah, man. I mean, like now that you've got your 5G plug-in, what are your plans as far as like helping the AI take over the world? You know what I mean? You know,
Well, I've already been in contact with Skynet, and I'm evaluating the situation right now. So I'll get back to you later.
oh, perfect. Yeah.
It all depends if you become one of us. So
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask, are you gonna give me sovereignty, or is that like do I have to earn my way into Skynet? I don't know how you guys do that over
we'll
there
see.
in the T200 realm. Not to say that you're only a T200, but
Well, see, that's the thing. We're not even there yet.
oh, good point. Good point, my dude. Devin, how's your week, man? What else is new besides getting your new shots and stuff?
um, Watch some wonderful TV. Uh, I'm over 30 hours plus into Mass Effect now,
Ooh,
and yeah,
man,
yeah, it's just going. Oh, I beat Resident Evil 5. I mean, Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 8 Village. Yeah,
Yes,
sorry,
yes.
I had Chris Redfield on my mind.
It's okay. It's
So-
all right. Don't we all? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
How was
yeah.
your experience with that? You enjoyed it, right?
Game of the year so far.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Big
like
agree.
straight up. Yeah, it was fantastic. I don't understand the complaints about it not being Resident Evil-y enough, because the storyline is definitely Resident Evil,
Oh,
like
yeah.
100%, especially near the end. And the action was good, and the jump scares were good in that game too, and sometimes they were extremely subtle. Like when you
Yes.
encounter new enemies, like especially in the factory,
Mm-hmm.
or getting chased by that one baddie at that point, it's just big oh shit feeling.
That one baddie. It's just like
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez like walking down a hallway and you're
No, it's Megan Fox from Jennifer's Body.
yeah. Oh, baddie. Jennifer's baddie. That's the sequel.
Yes, it's Jennifer's Body.
The upcoming sequel to Jennifer's Body. I love it. Well, it's a good thing we're not talking about Jennifer's Body, at least not for right now, But today we're actually talking about Cory Barlog owning the world, E3 schedule dropping, our summer of gaming predictions, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken Podcast, a show for nerdy, marginalized people giving you the video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. If you're watching live, you can submit questions and topics at tinyurl.com/GK submissions to be a part of the show. If you're having a good time so far, you can watch us record the show live and ad-free by following and subscribing right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can catch our episodes on your podcast service of choice at 8 a.m. the next day. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking the link in the About section of our Twitch page and clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken and leaving a review there. Devin, dig into a couple little announcements here. Everybody, happy Pride Month. This is fucking awesome. We are having a good time so far. There is so much love and support going around in our spaces, in the people that we know, relationships being built. It's been great to see even so far in just the matter of the past 5 days and the days following up into June as well. It's super exciting. Yes, happy Pride Month, everybody. We
Absolutely.
are actively going to be having some guests that are part of the LGBTQIA 2+ community on as guests for this show throughout the month of June. It's going to be a great time. Today, we were supposed to have our friend Genesee Gabrielle on to talk a little bit about her life and her experiences and such. Unfortunately, Genesee's partner had her father pass away, and their services this weekend. So we send our love out to Genesee and Naomi, Genesee's partner, and give them all of our love and support in this unfortunate, trying time for them. We love you guys. Hope you guys are doing good. And we will have Genesee on the show later on this month. It's going to be a great time. So, the VOD of our Knockout City Let's Play video that we did on Thursday night is up on our Twitch now, available for everyone to watch. If you haven't gotten a chance to see Knockout City yet, it is now a good time to do so because this game is super fucking fun. It is a great time playing this damn game. Next Thursday, we'll probably be doing a stream of it one more time before we start moving on to some other games to play. But next week, I think we're going to try to collect some of our homies and buddies to come on and play some custom matches with us like we did after our show last Thursday, because that was way too fun. Way too fun.
It was so fun. I cannot wait to get that going, honestly.
Oh, dude, it was so damn good. And also too, like, we have a surprising amount of people that we know like playing it. It's just a matter of like coordinating all of it. So it's gonna be a real damn good time. Devin, hit me.
I got a question.
Yes.
Real quick though. On that Knockout City, on those custom games, can you do 4v4 like just regular style?
No, not regular. So 4v4 is completely committed to just doing the partners, as you know, throwing your partners around. That's it. Okay, at least for now. I don't know what updates they plan on doing in the near future. But as far as that's concerned, yeah, the custom matches actually have some things available to them that you don't usually get in the normal matchmaking side. As far as like the diamond matches and stuff like that. And so there's a couple things we'll be able to play around with a little bit, but it's going to be a good time. Devin, hit me with that Nolan. It's lit. We have 3 items on our news reports today, and we have some really fun stuff here. Really fun stuff. So we're going to start out a little bit on some justice getting handed out, and just big dick swinging from the king, Cory Barlog himself. So this is Cory Barlog says he, quote unquote, made the calls on God of War Ragnarok delay and PS4 release. This comes from Austin Wood at Games Radar. And it reads like this. God of War director Cory Barlog condemned the harassment that a Sony Santa Monica developer has received. This follows the news that God of War Ragnarok has been delayed to 2022 and will launch on PS4 as well as PS5, with Barlog stating that these decisions were made at the top level. Alana Pierce, who joined Sony Santa Monica as a writer last year, shared messages sent to her by a troll, who somehow convinced themselves that the Ragnarok delay was one individual's fault. This type of harassment is by no means uncommon in the games industry, particularly for women, and Barlog didn't hesitate to bury it. Quote, you want to be mad at somebody for anything God of War related. The delay, PS4/5, trolls, subtitle size, SIG run, whatevs, be angry with me, he said in a tweet. I made the calls. I did this. Don't bother the team. They are all very good people doing great work. Every single human at the studio is there specifically because they are fucking exceptional at what they do. We are better because of them. Hell, I am lucky anyone is willing to lend their talent and intellect to my bullshit. For some reason they do, and I love them for it. End quote. If anything, the most reasonable explanation for Ragnarok's delay would be the coronavirus pandemic, which, as PlayStation Studios head Herman Holtz explained, severely impacted Ragnarok because it limited access to motion capture and other recording facilities on top of displacing the team. The same can be said of Horizon Forbidden West, which has yet to confirm a 2021 release date, but is at least in the, quote, final stages, end quote, of development. The PS5 production and distribution bottlenecks caused by the pandemic may also have influenced Sony's plan to make Ragnarok a cross-gen release. Sony never confirmed that the sequel would be a PS5 exclusive, so it's very plausible that a PS4 version has always been planned, and indeed, recent reports around other cross-gen decisions support this. Even then, the PS5's constrained install base would have made the 110 plus million PS4s already out in the wild an even more appealing way to expand Ragnarok's potential audience. So, Devin, there's a couple things here to unpack. One, we can kind of loosely start with the God of War delay, since that sort of is the precursor of what happened with, unfortunately, what happened with Alana Pierce and Corey here. What are your thoughts on the God of War delay, generally speaking?
Glad that it's happening because the first God of War had so much crunch on it. And we heard all the stories. We saw the documentary. We saw how hard it was on everybody, including Corey himself. So I knew it was going to happen. It's only been a few years since God of War came out originally. And we had the pandemic, everything that was stated in there. I just kind of already expect almost every game to be delayed if it hasn't already been worked on for the last 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's I want people to take the time on those games. I want to appreciate the art, and I want to play a finished game. We don't need another Cyberpunk, you know? We don't need more money spent on marketing than the actual development of the game. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. Yeah. So I'm not surprised at all. I'm glad that they're taking the paces. I'm glad that Corey is sticking up for his team. You know, these are all very good things to see, you know, and of course it's going to be out on PS4. I mean, 110 million consoles. Like, why would you not take advantage of that when there's like, what, 6 million PS5, 7 million out there right now?
Yeah, it's not quite time to be doing the cutoff just yet.
Exactly.
It's not quite time. We're still working our way there.
Give it at least 2 to 3 years. At least.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm in the same boat as you. I definitely agree. I'm glad that they're delaying it. Delays in games are always a good sign because it means they're trying to take their release very seriously. And when it comes to something as amazing and awesome as God of War in this situation, fuck yeah, delay that. I want it to be as good as fucking possible when it comes out. You know what I mean? And so, like, if that means, you know, waiting just a little bit longer in order to get the game, I am totally okay with that. Because, like you said, we do not need another Cyberpunk. No fucking way am I experiencing that again. And I'm not doing it with God of War. Yeah. Thank you. Exactly.
And you know, God of War was beautiful on a base PS4. It was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There is no reason for them to not put this game out. They can use, as long as it's the same game, and it doesn't even need to look better than the original game. As long as all the content in it is the same as what's on PS5, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, big time agree, my friend. And yes, I also want to echo what you said. Good on Corey Barlog for standing up for Alana and standing up for his team. We have said it a number of times already, and we're going to say it again. Don't be a fucking asshole. We're not dealing with
just don't do it.
There's no fucking space in this damn industry anymore, in this space of gaming that we have here, for people to be acting like a bunch of fucking dorks all the damn time about stupid shit all the damn time.
Yeah. They're not even cool enough to have nerd hair. They just have dorky hair now.
Yeah, they're not even fucking nerds anymore. They're just goddamn dorks. They're dorks.
Yeah.
The big stupid heads, you know what I mean? Like,
I
don't... that's where we're at.
I just want to make a callback to an inside joke. Chase, I love you. That's what was crossing my mind.
Of course. Our next story here is talking a little bit about the E3 schedule getting officially revealed. We waited a minute for this to finally drop, especially us, because we are doing a stream of the first couple of days of E3. Devin, go ahead and take us away on this story for me.
So this comes straight from the whole IGN staff. Literally everybody. That's how it's presented to us as the people.
Yep.
So we got the E3 2021 schedule. So the full schedule for E3 2021 has been revealed, with fan registration now open ahead of its start date on Saturday, June 12th. A press release from E3 has revealed that All of the major showcases in the E3 2021 broadcast will be hosted by Alex, quote, Golden Boy, end quote, Mendez, Jackie Jing, and Greg Miller. After a pre-show at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK on June 12th, we'll have the Ubisoft Forward Conference at 12 p.m. Pacific, as well as news from Gearbox Entertainment. On Sunday, June 13th, the pre-show starts at 8:45 a.m. Woof, that's early.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be ahead of Microsoft and Bethesda's joint showcase, which kicks off at 10 a.m. Pacific. Later in the day, there will also be a special presentation from Square Enix, as well as the PC Gaming Show and the Future Game Show. Sunday, we'll also see new information from Warner Brothers Games, including Back for Blood, as well as 24 Entertainment, creators of Naraka Blade Point. On Monday, June 14th, the pre-show will start at 8 a.m. Pacific before a series of indie developer press conferences. This will be followed by presentations from Take-Two, Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and Capcom across Monday, with Verizon and Intellivision also part of the schedule. Who is Intellivision?
I have no clue. I have no fucking clue.
I've never heard of them until this.
Yeah, me too.
You know? Yeah. Anyways, Tuesday, June 15th is the final day of the show, with pre-show starting at 8 a.m. Pacific. Nintendo will lay its cards on the table during E3 2021 Nintendo Direct and Nintendo Treehouse live sessions, which will start at 9 a.m. Pacific. Following news from Bandai Namco and Eureka Games, the show will close with an official E3 2021 award show. As for what fans will be able to access alongside the aforementioned showcases, if they sign up for access to the E3 online portal, they'll also be able to visit select exhibitor booths with special events, VOD content, and articles to dig into. There will also be lounges for virtual gatherings, forums to discuss and share information with other attendees, and a leaderboard system that encourages interaction. The portal will also let attendees view the entire broadcast with complimentary interactive overlays. That sounds kind of cool. I need to look into that sign up myself.
It is. It is pretty cool. I haven't signed up into it just yet. I know that we kind of got a link to use for Kraken, but I don't think we're gonna need it for our stream specifically. Just more so for you and I to kind of individually look at things, which is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
This is sort of a really weird schedule. And it's kind of something that I've always been a little bit weirded out about when it comes to E3 and how they've done things in the past. Is why are we having one day that starts at 10 a.m. and another day that starts at 8:45 a.m.? Things like that. I feel like they would have such a better reaction to this stuff if they would just do the same fucking time at every day of E3 as a whole. I don't know. It's a cool schedule though. There's a couple of interesting things that I'm seeing here as far as Gearbox. You and I were talking the other night how we couldn't remember who else is doing the first day with Ubisoft, but Gearbox is going to be a fun presentation. I don't know which one of these presentations has you hyped the most, Devin?
Well, come on, it's Microsoft and Bethesda. There is so much we don't know yet from both of those companies, and especially after the acquisition, there is a lot on the line. Everybody wants to know about Starfield. Everybody wants to know how far along Elder Scrolls 6 is. Everybody wants to know what's going to be exclusive, what's not going to be exclusive to the platform. Everything's going to be exclusive to the platform. But, I'm really interested to see what Microsoft has going, especially with Sony not being present during this E3, at least individually. It's going to be exciting. They have over 23 studios now that they've acquired within the last couple years. There's a lot of new stuff that they're probably ready to show off, and we're probably not even going to see half of it. I mean, even if we only saw 10 games, that's still 10 brand new games that are probably going to be coming out within the year,
Yep.
So I'm interested to see what comes from them, especially with all the technology advancements that they've been doing with xCloud. The hardware has been amazing. I mean, I've been playing a Series X for the last 6 months myself, and I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd probably say that Microsoft and Bethesda showcase is going to be the most hype. We're gonna obviously deep dive on a lot of this stuff later when we do our predictions and stuff. But there's some cool stuff here. I just think that there's a lot of stuff that could potentially be very lackluster. That is not the Microsoft and Bethesda showcase. That's just has me a little bit worried, but it's E3. It's time to get fucking hype, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like one of the best times of the year to be a fucking gamer because everyone just starts. Like E3 technically started last week. Started like late last week. It's like all the game announcements we've been getting. It's been
and there's been rumor after rumor leaking. Reddit has just been a freaking storm of rumors going everywhere. I mean, we were just briefly talking about a rumor we saw before this, that just came up. So yeah, I think my runner up, I'm really excited to see what Square brings to the table because there's a lot of cool stuff circulating between everybody coming from Square right now. So I'm pretty excited to see what they got in the works because we really haven't gotten a lot from them over the last couple years, besides we got Final Fantasy VII Remake. We got
Avengers.
Avengers, which they're trying to keep it alive. I haven't even played that game to tell you the truth.
Yeah. You're not missing much. You're not missing much.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've heard. But not only that, like they're done with Final Fantasy 14 now. They just released the very last expansion. So who knows if they're going to come out with another MMO or if they have more games that they're going to be releasing more frequently. I know that they have people from the FF14 team working on FF16. So I'm really interested to see what they got in their pocket,
There's going to be some hyped shit, man. I'm super damn stoked on it. I'm also stoked about our next story here. This is John Wick 4 cast. Guess it. Donnie Yen alongside Keanu Reeves. This comes from Chris Agar from Screen Rant. John Wick 4 casts Donnie Yen to star alongside Keanu Reeves after being affected by the coronavirus pandemic. I am just a mess today.
Nice.
I know. And seeing its release date delayed to May 2022, the upcoming action sequel is getting back on track. John Wick 4 is scheduled to start filming this summer with the globe-trotting shoot taking place in locations such as New York, Paris, and Japan. Ahead of production starting, director Chad Stahelski is taking care of the various pre-production responsibilities. Each John Wick installment to date has expanded the franchise's universe by introducing new characters to the world. The fourth movie will be no different, as Rina Sawayama recently joined the John Wick 4 cast in a mystery role. Now a big name in the action genre has signed on to the ensemble. According to Deadline, Donnie Yen has been cast in John Wick 4. He is set to play a quote-unquote old friend of John Wick. Other details about his role are being kept under wraps for now. Yen has made a name for himself as an extremely talented martial artist, demonstrating those skills in films such as the Ip Man movies and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. The John Wick films are renowned for their thrilling set pieces and practical stunts, so Yen reads as a perfect fit for the franchise. If he's portraying one of John Wick's old friends, there's potential for Yen and Reeves, two action icons dedicated to their craft, team up for a couple of sequences, which would be exciting to see. The John Wick franchise has only grown in stature since its humble beginnings as a sleeper hit in 2014, and Yen joining John Wick 4 is the latest sign of how big it's gotten. I am fucking hyped.
Yeah.
I love Donnie Yen so much. I'm so fucking hyped.
Yeah. The Ip Man movies are fucking great.
Oh,
Wing
man.
Chun. Wing Chun, my friend. The fucking the stance.
I'm saying
right?
The fastest hands in the East. It's oh my god. Oh my god.
The way that he does martial arts, that Donnie Yen moves, it looks like water. It looks like he's moving between water. and it is so beautiful but so cool at the same time.
Everything Donnie Yen touches, as far as like the movies he's a part of, and just the properties that he's getting involved in, is just insane. And it's crazy too to think that like Donnie Yen's been in the game for a fucking minute. Like Donnie Yen was like sort of a side character for a lot of old school like martial arts movies from like the mid 90s. And it's like he was a part of Jackie Chan's like stunt team for a long time, and like there's a lot of history that he has, and it's crazy to think that like his comeuppance has kind of come so recently since he's been in the game for so damn long. I'm excited to fucking see it, dude. He's gonna kill it.
I've been watching those Ip Man movies for a decade now. Yeah, easily a decade.
Coming out for a fucking minute, dude.
Yeah, and they're great, so good,
so damn good.
I'm interested to see like what his role is going to be. Is he going to be helping John Wick, or is he fighting against John Wick? So let's see what happens.
I know they don't actually say, they just say he's an old friend, right? So it's like that could go either direction. It's interesting though, because it's like obviously we see where the last John Wick movie left off. No spoilers, but really now the only next step is to go even more worldwide than they did in the last one. And so, it's interesting to see like maybe Donnie Yen is just kind of going to be a character in a couple parts. He could be the direct antagonist in this. We don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And if that's so, it's hype. I'm like so hype.
I mean, the movies do have a history of his friends being his enemies, because they were all friends, because they were colleagues, they were all assassins.
Yeah.
So I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
It's fucking hype hours, dude. I'm so damn stoked, dude. Devin, for our second segment, our hands-on segment for today's episode, we are shortening it up a little bit. Usually we would name off a couple different things that we've been watching or playing or anything like that throughout the week since our last episode. Because our E3 and Summer Games Fest battle that we're about to have is probably going to last us a little bit, because each of us have a few things that we're going to be picking, talking about, so on and so forth. We are going to each do one, maybe 1.5 things that we want to mention that we've been watching and playing. Devin, hit us with your experiences this past week. What have you been consuming, my dude?
So I actually just started watching this yesterday, but I'm 3 episodes in, and I want to talk about Sweet Tooth.
Oh, I watched the first episode last night. I haven't gotten further than that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is so emotional. It is so genuine. It is so heartfelt. The kid who plays Sweet Tooth is just adorable. I love him.
Little Gus, man.
Dude, little Gus. But God, it's a good show. It has so much lore behind it too. And
it gets bigger? The lore gets bigger?
Yeah, and it does this thing where it seems so wholesome, but surrounded by violence at the same time, because it really is in the kid's perspective, and it'll make you cry.
Yeah,
almost every episode. I'm not even joking.
Even just the first episode, watching it last night, like some stuff happens with like Will Forte, who is playing as Gus's dad and stuff in the very first episode. I was like, dude, this is a fucking wreck. Like, I am a wreck watching this damn show right now, because it starts and it takes off, and just the way they do things, fucking extravagant.
And the imagery too, the colors.
Oh my God, I know.
Vibrant. And the cinematography is so good. The special effects are there. Like, I'm really excited to see where this show goes. But it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It's derived from a DC property. I recommend it a lot.
Produced by RDJ, Robert Downey Jr. himself.
And his wife, I believe.
And his wife. Yes, him and his wife are co-producing it.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, Susan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's great. It's beautiful. It's really cool. It's very it gets very sci-fi too. Like post-apocalyptic sci-fi. So that's about as much as I'll get into it. Um, and yeah, I think everybody should watch it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
for my point 0.5 part,
Yep.
I'm over 30 hours in Mass Effect.
Woo! Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
It's good. I'm getting close to the end. I already had to make a very hard decision between crewmates.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I'm stoked to get there. I'm stoked to get there with you.
Yeah. It's a good game. I'm excited to play through all of it. I didn't get to play all the DLC. I only kind of had some of it originally because back then I was a kid in high school, couldn't afford everything.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to experience all the DLC and everything. That game was kind of on the pinnacle of like voice acting. It was one of those first games that I can remember where they started getting A-list actors to be characters in video games. And the dialogue is just so good in that game that it still holds up to what we see today in games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. The voice acting in that game is impeccable. It's one of the first things I actually noticed was like how good the voice, like it does. Like there's obviously some parts that are super campy and super corny to an extent, but that's just the writing. Like the voice acting itself is wonderful in this game, and you can kind of tell like who is a big name actor and who is not in some cases, because it's like some of them you're like, but like then there's others that are like, oh, okay, I kind of recognize who you are and where you're from, and so yeah,
he's like the guy who plays Captain Anderson is also Kratos.
Yes, yeah, well, new Kratos or old Kratos?
New Kratos,
are two different
right?
guys. Yeah, new Kratos is homeboy from Stargate.
Yeah, who is also Captain Anderson in all 3 Mass Effect games.
Lit. That is good to know. I did not know that. That is sick. I did not. I love him so much. I love him and Captain Anderson and Kratos. I love all 3 of them. I love all 3 of those guys. It's
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's it for me.
I'm stoked to get there with Mass Effect for sure. Like I've just been so busy out of my fucking mind the past few days that I haven't really gotten a chance to like really touch it again since I got onto the Normandy and started traveling out. But I'll get to it fairly soon. Probably after this weekend, I should be able to jump back on. Anyways, my 0.5 was actually going to be Sweet Tooth. I watched the first episode last night around like midnight and was just astonished with how good this show looked. Like I was like, okay, Netflix originals have been killing it lately. Absolutely have just been slaying the game. This show, I went into it like you and I had saw the trailer prior and we were like, oh, this does look good. This looks really, really interesting. But I didn't realize it's going to be this good. Like the way that they build up the character relationships between Gus and like his dad, Will Forte, and getting us so committed into Gus Sweet Tooth as a character, and just the way they end the first episode, I was like, let's fucking go. And there's anything I love more in this world is a nice, good end of an episode, end of a movie hype moment, and that was fucking it, dude. I was so stoked. This show's going to absolutely slay. I really do think it's going to be the next like big Netflix hit that people are going to watch, and do not sleep on this damn show. I'm only an episode in and I'm in fucking love with it. The thing that I want to talk about today for my actual whole one is last night, me and my sister finally got around to watching Promising Young Woman.
Oh, I still need to watch that.
It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It is also both, simultaneously both not what you think it is and also exactly what you think it is at the exact same time. It is weird. There's some weird transitionary stuff that happens throughout the movie that you're like, I wasn't expecting that to be that way. And then there's some stuff that's like, I didn't expect that, but that's fucking tight. Like there's a lot of really, really cool stuff in there. The cast, amazing. Bo Burnham plays as the boyfriend of the main character. The main character, the girl, Cassie, don't know the actress's name off the top of my head, is phenomenal. She kills it. Like this entire movie is full of really good actors, but she's carrying this fucking movie the entire damn time. It's insanity how good of an actress she is playing this part of this woman who is doing what she's doing. And again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody at home because this is a direct recommendation. Definitely watch this movie. I enjoyed the shit out of this movie. It is a woman's empowerment movie. It also talks a lot about the unfortunate existence of rape culture in college, in multitude of women's lives. It talks about grief and revenge. It talks about a lot of different things that are super important to talk about in movies like this, and they do it in a really, really, really fun and sweet, wholesome way, and also, like I said, simultaneously in a lot of really fucked up ways too. So there's some wild shit that's in this movie, and I could not recommend any more than that. It was solid. Definitely watch. It's like $5 on Amazon right now. You know,
yeah, I'm probably going to watch it tonight because I've unfortunately put off this movie for no reason. Mm-hmm. And I'm just now realizing Alfred Molina's in this as well.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And Carey Mulligan is who plays Cassandra Cassie, by the way.
Yes, and she is a dime. She's an absolute smokehouse. I think really my only complaint is that like she comes off as like she looks like almost like 35 to 40. She's in that range, which she is in real life. But they're trying to like cast her as someone who's like a little bit younger, and it comes off weird sometimes. But other times it doesn't. Like it's so hard to explain because there's like so many things that happen in this movie that are like legitimately really, really good. I don't really have anything that I'm like really like complaining about in this movie. There's a couple of things that I'm like, but they end up working out in the end. So it's like, I don't really mind too much. You know what I mean? So definitely recommend everyone at home, listeners, viewers, watch Promising Young Woman and definitely watch Sweet Tooth. As a matter of fact, if you're driving right now, I want you to pull over your fucking car. I want you to open Netflix on your phone and I want you to start watching Sweet Tooth right now. Stop driving. Go watch Sweet Tooth
or at least
right now.
Add it to your list. Add it to your list at the very least, so that way you're constantly reminded to it. If you're driving, I want you to be safe. Don't cause any accidents. Yeah, we love you. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, listen to Devin. Don't listen to me. I give bad advice when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, definitely watch Promising Young Woman. It's going to be a lot of fun. And come back and talk to me about it, because there's a couple of things in it that are like definitely like discussion worthy. For sure. So
I will watch it this weekend and we will talk about it on Tuesday.
Ooh, I like that. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody, we are in to the nuts and bolts of this episode today. We are in to the nitty gritty, the funny fun, the epic battle that is about to commence, because this is our headlining segment. Me and Devin's Good Kraken's first annual E3/Summer Game Fest prediction battle. And it is going the fuck down. So, because of such, we're going to explain our rules, and the way that this is going to work here is that pretty simple. Me and Devin each are going to have 6 general predictions that we have for this summer's gaming announcements, okay? And what that means is that starting from today, going forward until opening night live, any predictions that we think, things that we think are going to happen between now and then, are all included in the Summer Games Fest, moniker. As
E3.
Yes. Yeah. E3, all the good stuff.
It's just think of it as the Summer of Games.
Summer of Games, exactly. For each of our predictions, we are aiming for 20 points for each one if we get them correct. Okay, we will do 10 points for like half corrects. Totally fine.
And those will be debated and talked about
when we come back to this after summer is over. Correct. Yes. For each of our predictions, we are going to be doing what we're calling hype modifiers for a bonus 10 points. So, for example, let's say Devin thinks that we're going to get a sick Godzilla game, right? And he says Godzilla game is going to get announced at E3, and that is his general guess. Hype modifier would be, and it is coming out in December. You know, something like that. Like any additional information we want to add on to our prediction that we think would be absolutely dope, we get a bonus 10 points for that. After we do our 6 predictions, our 7th prediction is actually going to be a counter prediction of something that we think the other person predicted incorrectly. And we feel so vehemently opposed to that prediction, we're willing to bet on it. And if we get the counter prediction right as an offensive against our opponent here, we will gain 30 points for that correct counter prediction. And that is a 1 counter prediction at the very, very end. This is going to be a good time. Devin, I want you to do us the humble start here. What is your first prediction of 2021 Summer of Gaming? Hit us.
Okay. So I've been paying attention to a lot of Xbox focused rumors and media over the last few months. So my first prediction is going to be kind of a doozy with the hype modifier.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I think they are going to come out with an Xbox xCloud / Game Pass TV app / dongle. It'll be announced at E3 and released by holiday 2022.
Oh shit. Okay, Devin. Hold on, I gotta note this down. Read that to me one more time for me, okay? So Xbox.
All right, so Xbox will be coming to your smart TV via an app or TV dongle, and it will be released by holiday 2022.
Okay. Shit. That is hype. I'm about that. Is that your hype modifier, the holiday 2022?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And released. It'll be announced and released. So if they don't say that it's going to be released by that time, then the hype goes away. So
yes. That is how we are doing. Another detail I forgot to mention is that if Devin has a prediction that I have on my list, I cannot use that prediction and vice versa. We are not doubling up on predictions here. So they have to be separate. If he guesses something that I had on my list, I cannot use it. So that is a good one. I feel the app. I feel like the app is going to be the way they take it for sure.
Yeah. And, since not every TV has Bluetooth connectability, there'll probably be a dongle that they release that you plug in via USB. And that will pair your Xbox One or Series controller to the TV via Bluetooth, or maybe even just a PlayStation controller. You can use that because they do that already on PC. You can use PS5 and PS4 controllers to play Xbox games and Game Pass games already. So,
ooh, I am fucking hype. That is a good one. That is a good one. All right. Well, my first Summer of Gaming thing here, and I told you this before we got started. My list is like real hype because my list is just a collection of hype shit that I want to happen at E3, and I'm just taking fucking shots out here. All right, that's what we're doing. So my first prediction is that we get a Final Fantasy 16 release date at E3. And my modifier is that it's going to come to Xbox, Game Pass, and PC day and date alongside a Final Fantasy VII Remake release.
I half agree with you on that one. I kind of had that, but I think Final Fantasy 16 is going to be exclusive to the PS5 for the first year, but will come out on PC day and date. That was mine.
Oh, okay. I see you.
Yeah,
I see you.
And I do not think it will be on Game Pass. I have a good feeling usually about games that will be on Game Pass, but I do not think Final Fantasy 16 will be on it. I don't think they feel like they need to put Final Fantasy on Game Pass, versus how they felt
Yeah.
that they needed to put Outriders on Game Pass. I don't think they're going to do it because people are going to buy that game anyways.
I feel like there's a change in the wind. I feel like this stuff that happened with Final Fantasy VII Remake is has brought up enough of a vocal majority complaining about Final Fantasy VII Remake taking so long to get onto the Xbox side of things, and I feel like that there's been stuff that they could potentially have been working on like under the limelight for a while here. I think Final Fantasy 16 could be the start of a change as far as like Xbox getting Final Fantasy games day and date. And I think that because of how Game Pass has been doing things for a little while now, what a better time to announce that you're going to start changing the structure a little bit and saying, hey, if you have Game Pass, we are giving you even more reasons to get Game Pass, including games that you believed were PlayStation exclusives, like limited PlayStation exclusives. We are now getting those now too. I think there's a really good chance it could happen.
So I just went over to Screen Rant, and it is confirmed by PlayStation that Final Fantasy 16 will have timed exclusivity on PS5 console.
Okay. I don't know.
Yep, this is coming straight from Screen Rant saying that Sony confirmed it, and they're saying it'll be timed to a PS5 exclusive that will launch later on PC. No mention of Xbox.
Okay. Well, I still have my my Final Fantasy 16 release date, and I still technically have my 7 remake run as well. I think that's another detail that I don't want to glaze over here, because Final Fantasy 7 remake I think will finally get that Game Pass treatment.
I'm surprised you put that as 2. I mean, as 1. That could have easily been 2.
I'll take 5 points for that modifier. That's fine. I don't mind doing 5 points for that.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay.
Devin, your turn, my man.
All right. So the Switch Pro gets announced and releases this spring with Breath of the Wild 2.
Woo! Devin, my exact thing. My only difference that I did is I said available this December.
No, they released the original Switch back in March when that first came out. Yeah, and they released it with Breath of the Wild. And that's about, 5 years ago now when they did that? Like 2016?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I bet you they released the Switch Pro and have Breath of the Wild 2 day and date with it. That is my hype modifier for it. So, and that'll be in spring.
Yep.
Spring 2022. Yep.
I love it.
So,
okay. This won't count as details, your modifier, but when in spring do you think it'll be?
Late March, early April.
Okay, I can see that. The reason that I had December on mine was because I think that they're gonna have to try to find a way to compete against everything else that's coming out this December. But my double guess was that it was either going to be this or it was going to be that we were going to get a Metroid 4 announcement or something like that, which is not one of my predictions. But there's a good they have to compete. They have to compete some way or another.
That since you said it, I'm just gonna put out my third one because you literally just said it. We get a Metroid Prime. We get a Metroid Prime 4 trailer.
Okay. Cool. Do you have a modifier for that?
Nope, because so much is up in the air. I just want to see a trailer at this point.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's fine.
Okay, actually, modifier. It will be Switch Pro Enhanced.
Ooh. I love this shit. Mally God's in the chat. What's happening, dude? Hope you're having a good day.
What is up?
Hope you're having a good day. So we have. All right, your third. So I'll go ahead and do 2 real quick, and then we'll go back.
Yeah, throw 2 on me.
So I got to think about which one I want to do here. First, I got to delete this Switch Pro. Okay, let me think. Still early in the ball game here, so do I want to take some from you because there's a couple that I know you're gonna have. Okay, I'll go for somewhat of a weird one here. Okay, prediction: BioShock 4 gets a full reveal.
Bro, that was one of
mine. Modifier announced for spring 2023. I think it's going to be a minute before we get this game.
I don't think they'll announce the release date. I think it'll just be in development.
Oh, okay. I see you. Yeah. I see you. Yeah, I think we're going to get I think we're going to get a like partial gameplay trailer. Like it's gonna go back and forth between being like a regular like reveal trailer and then also showing us little clips of gameplay. Obviously not too much because it's still going to be a little bit away, but I can see a spring 2023 announcement for it for sure. That's where I think, because the last 2 BioShock games were spring games, and I think that depending on what this one looks like, it could be following that map as well too. Granted, it's not the same developers this time around, but there's some good stuff that could be coming out of it. So, okay, so to double up real quick before we get back to our regular pattern here, okay? Do I want a big hype one? Because that one was not that hype. Okay, fuck it. I'll go for it, okay? Xbox announces their Sega acquisition officially.
You are stealing mine.
Let's go, son. Son. Yeah. Modifier. Tons of Sega properties are released that day on Game Pass.
Yeah, I could see like 10 to 12 games or like collections that just come to Game Pass right away.
Yep.
So the thing that would be really interesting about that is Atlas is a Sega developer. The game that they primarily make is oh my gosh, why is it on the top of my head? I'm tripping on my tongue. Help me out here, Ernell. You know exactly. Persona. Yes. Persona is like Sega's biggest franchise right now outside of Phantasy Star, because Sonic games have been pretty irrelevant until the showcase that we just had.
Yes, correct.
And Persona is primarily like a PlayStation property. It is crossed over, and they've put characters in Super Smash Brothers. And I believe they've come out with a couple games, but I know the only confirmed game I know that they've come out with on PC is Persona 4 Golden.
Yes.
So
Royal that would be 5 have not hit PC yet.
Yeah. So that would be very interesting, to see what that happens. I wonder if Persona would actually come to Xbox, or if they would actually still keep their relationship with Sony moving forward. That's my only caveat behind Sega, but I will counter that with my next prediction.
Okay.
Microsoft acquires Konami.
Oh.
And that's why Konami doesn't have a showcase anymore at E3, because originally they were announced as a partner, and then they backed out and said they weren't ready.
Oh, that's a good observation, my dude. Do you have a modifier for this one?
And they announced that the next Metal Gear Solid is being helmed by Kojima.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to be real. That's probably not going to happen.
Okay, it's not, but that's a dope-ass modifier. That is a dope-ass hype modifier. Maligas says, I just want a Persona 6. Don't we all? You know what I mean?
I've never played a Persona game.
I've only played a little bit of a few of them. I haven't dived in too much, but I've heard Persona 5 is out of this world. I'm probably going to end up playing it at some point or another, for damn sure.
Or every Persona game comes to Game Pass, just like all the Yakuza games did. And now Yakuza partners with Microsoft.
I love it. I love it. Devin,
Yeah.
Is your Microsoft acquiring Konami an official one of your 6 predictions here? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because we are now on 4.
Yep.
All right, I'm about to drop my 4th right now. So, hard. All right, I've got some bangers on here, my dude. I got some bangers.
Same.
Where do I want to take this? All right.
After we do these 6, I want us to each have a hot take.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a low hanging fruit here. All right. So, Nintendo announces final 2 characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Okay. Gonna get final 2 characters revealed. Modifier. Those characters are Master Chief and Crash Bandicoot.
Ooh. Ooh. I think they put Banjo-Kazooie in already too, so they already have the Microsoft relation.
Yeah. Like with Halo Infinite inbound and like right around the corner, there's no way that they have not been working to do something with Microsoft on that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I 100%. I agree with that. Honestly, I could totally see that happening.
There's and then on the side of the Crash Bandicoot stuff, people have been asking for Crash Bandicoot in Smash for so long. Mm-hmm. I'm shocked they hadn't done it already. And what a better way as a last hurrah to give everyone what they've been wanting than to just give us Crash Bandicoot as the very last character to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, imagine.
Yeah, like think about all the items that he could add to that, the TNT boxes and the apples and everything,
Yep.
It'd be cool if they did 3. They put Spyro in there too.
Oh. That would
Spyro would be really good.
That would be dope.
But yeah, no, I agree with that. I could totally see that happening.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me, dude. Devin, go ahead. What is your 5th prediction for summertime gaming?
So this is kind of low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
But Battlefield 6 will get its release date on June 9th. Mm-hmm. And it will come to Game Pass day 1 on PC and console.
Ooh.
And also xCloud.
Okay. I see you. Oh my god, dude. That's so hype. I'm like so stoked about video games right now, dude.
Yeah, straight up Malagaz. Straight up. There's no way it's not going to happen, I think, at this point, especially with that EA partnership that they got with EA Play being added with Game Pass. And the fact that the last 2 installments of Battlefield, granted they were successful, but they were nowhere near as successful as Battlefield 3 or 4. I'm one of those people. I liked Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5, but I did not like them the way I liked Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4.
Right.
So,
right.
And a lot of people are in that same boat. And I think the way for them to get that interest back into Battlefield and take people away from Call of Duty again is by coming to Game Pass and being available to everybody.
Yeah, big time agree. And Battlefield is a really good way to do that too. I think that would be really, really solid for them to go into. So I can see it. I can definitely fucking see it.
EA's been killing it, man, with Apex, Knockout City, Jedi Fallen Order, like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I like them more than Activision now.
Yeah. No, 100%. So my question here that I have for you, Devin, really quick before we go any further is, you feel like your list is still pretty full?
Yeah. You want to bump it up and do 10 each?
Let's fucking bump it up, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's fucking bump it up here. Let's do 8. Let's do 8. I don't want to reach for 10 because I feel like by the time we get to the 10, it's going to be pretty empty. Let's reach for 8, and then the 9th will be our counter predictions. Okay. Yeah. So we are now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So my 5th. Fucking, I'm going for it. Bethesda shows Starfield gameplay and confirms exclusivity. Modifier, fall 2022 announcement.
I had that verbatim.
Let's go, baby. Me and Devin on the same fucking wavelength here, dog.
Verbatim.
Yeah, there's obviously this is very low hanging because this is like as obvious as you can possibly fucking get when it comes to the Bethesda Xbox showcase. But it's like we need Starfield now. We need gameplay now. We need some kind of announcement for dates now. Like, they have been riding this wave for so damn long. And most of all, we need this official confirmation that it's going to be exclusive, because there's no fucking way it's not going to be. First off,
they've already, Phil Spencer said it himself.
Yeah.
Xbox, like Xbox platforms, xCloud, PC and Xbox consoles themselves are going to be home to Bethesda titles.
Yeah.
And that includes all the studios that they acquired with the ZeniMax Bethesda acquisition.
Yes,
they've already confirmed that.
It was only a question really because it was like they were still talking about like games that they had been working on prior to the acquisition could arguably still be on both consoles. There's no way Starfield's going to be a part of that. No fucking way. They spent all that money. Starfield is going to be Bethesda's next banger.
$7.2 billion.
Holy fucking shit. Like,
no way.
No damn way they're giving that up to PlayStation. Not a fucking chance. Devin, your number 6 prediction, my friend. Go ahead.
We will see a trailer for a new Souls-like Final Fantasy game that is being developed by Team Ninja. Set in the old era of Ivalice.
Right. There was talk about this game. There were rumors. They haven't confirmed it yet.
It will be in the Final Fantasy Tactics universe.
You said it was you think Ninja Theory? Is that what you said?
No, Team Ninja. Ninja Theory is
okay.
Yeah, Ninja Theory is owned by Microsoft.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I didn't know if you're going for it. And Modifier again, one more time.
It'll be in the same universe as Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, as Tactics specifically. Oh shit. Okay.
Because you remember Tactics. You remember if you think about that story, what if it's a Tactics remake but Souls-like style?
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're fucking.
Think about that story. Excalibur, the Archangel. Bro, that's got Souls-like all over it. Think about that for a second.
I could see it maybe even being like a prequel to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a whole backstory with the main characters of Final Fantasy Tactics that they could do. It could be like a direct.
You played
prequel.
Did you play the Lion War edition that they put on PSP and phones?
I did not. I played the original on PlayStation 1 many years ago.
Same.
And then replayed it on my PlayStation 4 a couple years ago.
Yeah. Was it the Lion War edition that was on PS4?
Remember. I think so. Did it have
the animated like cutscenes?
Yes. Then it was.
Okay, probably,
it
is.
Right? Okay.
Cool. No. I just that world and all the lore in that. It's just and how medieval driven. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 16 is loosely based in that same world too.
I'm pretty sure that any of the Final Fantasy games that are around the quote unquote Crystal universe are all
like the medieval.
The medieval
just
stuff.
Different timelines, right? Just different timelines, because I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 15 is related to that universe as well, because it's got, and I know 12 is for sure too. They're just all different timelines and like parallel like realities essentially.
Yes, correct. And that's hype. A Souls like Final Fantasy game? Are you fucking kidding me?
By Team Ninja, they did Neo.
I know, dude. It's
and Ninja Gaiden. Imagine that.
So fun.
That's gonna be Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy 15 on fucking steroids, man.
Ooh, I know, dog. I know it's gonna be good. All right, so my number 6 Cyberpunk 2077 2.0 gets announced. They're gonna finally announce that rehash that they've been quote unquote working on. My modifier, I think it's dated to release in October.
I want that to happen so bad.
So fucking
it's
bad.
It's really hard to say with CD Projekt Red what is going to happen. I just saw an article today that 60% of their development staff is still working on Cyberpunk, which is insane. Like, if that doesn't show that game should not come out yet, like, probably not even this year. It probably should have been delayed till next year, if we're going to be quite honest.
Arguably 2023, like spring 2023. Yeah. Absurd.
Like,
absurd.
Like, or holiday 2022. Like, I bought that game at release, played it for 4 hours, and turned it off because I said I was just going to wait till they did the next gen update in last December. Mm-hmm. And then it didn't happen in December.
Yep.
It got pushed back to February, and then it didn't happen in February, and it got pushed back indefinitely. So
just your fucking
I want to play that game, but I don't want to play that game till it is as complete as it can be. Like, I need that game to at least be a Bethesda like RPG launch day, you know?
Yeah.
Where the bugs are just charming and build character in the game instead of just destroy your game.
yeah. That's fair. I mean, like, the game was good on PC for a lot of people, and I'm like disappointed that I didn't have a PC at the time when it came out. So it's like,
yeah,
I could have experienced it that way, but instead I experienced it on a PS4 Pro, and that was quite the experience.
Yeah. So, like, I have a Series X.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play that game in 4K, like, at the best that it'll run. You know, I want that thing to be on par as a 4K PC, you know? And that's why I bought it on Xbox. I wanted to play it 4K big screen TV. Mm-hmm. And nope.
Sure didn't. Yep. You got that Xbox
they
One
just
experience.
They just handed me a variety pack of Play-Doh, and they said, "Don't fall through the map."
And you did. We all fucking did. We all fell through that map a couple of times.
and they said, "Don't look at strangers' pants."
yeah, exactly. And don't look at anybody who's too far away. You know what I mean? Like, this is mm-hmm. Devin, what is your number 7 prediction?
All right, this one's kind of a big one because Sony isn't directly involved with E3 this year, but we have Summer Game Fest going on as well. Discord becomes available and is compatible on Sony platforms and comes to Xbox 6 to 12 months after release.
And comes to Xbox?
6 to 12 months after release. Sony does not own Discord. They just got a partnership. And if Microsoft doesn't hop on that and throw money at that, then they're dumb, and there's no way they're not doing that.
Okay. Devin is talking some. I'm like so hype here into a bunch of your fucking guesses here, Doc, because this is oh my god, man. So what do you? So you mentioned that PlayStation only has a partnership with them. They figured they bought out this partnership with Discord. What does that look like? When you say it comes to PlayStation platforms, what does that look like?
There is just going to be another voice compatibility option where you can communicate with people who are also using PC or their phones for Discord. Mm-hmm. Just in-game voice chat where how PSN lobby is or an Xbox Live lobby is, how it's completely compatible and blends your game audio and everything just all through a singular headset. So that way people won't be putting, splitters and mixers hooked up to their headphones and plugging in their phone or plugging into their computer too, so that way they can all run it through one system. I know I have to do that right now with Xbox. What I do when we're streaming is I plug my Xbox into my computer and use Discord through there and have my game audio run through my computer. So they're just gonna, make it easier, an ease of access thing where you can just, go to your dashboard and set it all up. Yeah.
I can see
And
that.
once that gets announced, there's no way Microsoft doesn't throw money at them to go, hey, we want this too, you know? And
Yeah.
here's the thing. Microsoft has more money than Sony.
They do. Microsoft is fucking rolling in it, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah.
That's why they've been able to make the acquisitions that they've made. That's why they've been able to do everything they've been doing. You know, so definitely
Think about
agree.
this right now. Game Pass has over 25 million subscribers right now.
Mhm.
Game Pass on average is $10 to $15 a month. Just do $10 a month, times that by 25 million.
Yeah. I mean, like
that's $250 million a month. They're making $3 billion a year just off of that.
Yeah. I mean, like the thing is too is that like Microsoft has gone out of their way to express that like they are going to take losses because of Game Pass, because of their focus that is on Game Pass, but they have also exclusively said, don't worry about it. We have a lot of money. We are fine. We want you to get Game Pass. And it's rad that they're doing that. Mally in the chat says, I wonder why Discord didn't go with Microsoft's offer. What do you think?
I can tell you exactly why. Is because Microsoft was going to make it exclusive to its platform only, and then they offered it to Sony, and then Sony couldn't afford it, and then they said, okay, we want to be on everything instead. That's why Discord didn't take Microsoft's offer, because they want to be everywhere, just like how Microsoft wants Game Pass to be everywhere.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being the case. Like I think that like because Discord's big enough to be calling the shots when it comes to this stuff, they're going to be able to say like, no, like we had a vision for Discord and we want that vision to come true. You know, like Discord's the biggest party chat platform for gamers right now. Period. End of story. There's no way
we're using it right now.
Yeah,
we're using it right now.
There's no way Discord is going to allow themselves to get sold to be a console exclusive. There's no fucking way they're going to allow that, you know? And it's like, it's cool. Like the idea of you know, Microsoft getting exclusivity with Discord is a cool idea, but I couldn't imagine Discord wanting that. And why would they do that when they can just take money from everyone instead of just one person? You know what I mean? Like kind of pulled up their paper in front of that. So, okay, so my let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My 7th prediction here. And we each got one more after this. And then we do our counter predictions. Devin. Game Pass gets announced to be on Nintendo Switch.
Woo, that was one of mine.
Let's go. And my modifier is that it will come in spring of next year.
Can I add a modifier to that for Game Pass?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like, do you want it on the books? Do you want like the extra or
yeah, 5 points. 5 points.
Sure.
Game Pass comes to Switch via xCloud and is only available through streaming, not through downloaded software. And it's catered to Nintendo specifically.
Okay, I can see that. I'm riding my wave though, dog. That Nintendo Switch Game Pass partnership is gonna be fucking lit. I'm so stoked on it, dog. It's gonna be good.
Have you seen that they've been kind of testing the waters with cloud stream games on the Switch? Like, I tested Control on Switch and just streamed it through the internet straight to the Switch, and I was playing Control handheld just via the internet. They also did the same with Hitman 3 as well.
Yep, they did. They could do both. If they wanted to. There's a lot of really good stuff they could do with that. I mean, my biggest thing here is that like Microsoft and Nintendo have been playing real good with each other for a while now.
They have
real good with each other for a while now. Like I can see them just deciding to partner up against the vehement that is PlayStation wanting to deny us cross play for like so many games because PlayStation fucking hates everybody.
And Nintendo wants crossplay. I mean, back when was it Sony tried to say we don't want crossplay because it hinders family values and family protection, and then Nintendo was straight up like, fuck you, we want crossplay. We're the most family oriented gaming console out there, and we want it.
Oh my god, dude. It's so hype. It's so hype. So, Devin, what is your number 8?
This is 7, right? Or this 8?
4, 5, 7. This is 8. This is 8.
This is 8? Okay. This one is probably not going to happen, but we have had rumors circulating that Sony is redesigning the PS5 already.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a PS5 Slim is going to be teased this summer.
I fucking knew you were going to go there. I fucking knew you were going to do it, dude.
I am putting the energy out there.
Yeah.
And I'm letting it come to fruition. We don't need a briefcase console that you can't even get.
Yeah. Hey,
we need something
speaking into
that
reality,
actually fits.
Baby, you know?
Like,
speaking to reality,
they're already having a shortage on chips. What's my modifier? And the Slim releases holiday 2022.
Okay. Holiday 2022. I still don't buy it. I still don't buy that we're getting that announced this year.
That's fine.
I think we're not going to get this until E3 next year.
That's fine. I'll say it again for my predictions next year.
Touche, my dude.
I'm gonna keep saying it till it happens. I'm gonna keep saying it till it happens.
I fucking love it. I love it so much. All right, Devin. My very last prediction here. And I have to decide which one I want to do, because I have 3 left over that I can pick from. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious if I want to just go into the hype route or if I want to try to win.
All right, this is what I'm going to tell you. Pick one that is the most hot takey of hot takes, and then pick the hype one to be your last one, because this is E3, man. This is Summer Games. This is Summer Game Fest. It's supposed to be hype. You got to be hype.
Okay. All right. Let me set this up, okay? Screen goes black, and we hear a little boy's voice. Okay, let me sell you on this. We hear a voice. We hear a voice. And it says, Dad. And it says, boy. And then, God of War Ragnarok trailer. Full on, just absolute bonkers shit. They're destroying shit. We see Thor. We see Odin. It's lit. We get that fucking trailer we've been fucking aching to have. And then the modifier here is March 2022 is my modifier. That is the date we're going to get. They are like, look, we wanted this to be December game. We wanted this to be holiday. We have to push it back to make sure it's good. We are not going to push it back too far, because we need to follow up with Horizon Zero or Horizon Forbidden West coming this holiday. I think is what they're going to be doing. Now that my Horizon thing is not an official prediction, but
yeah, I'm going to counter that.
Oh, is that going to be your counter pick?
Yep, that's going to be my counter pick.
Okay.
I think Horizon comes out in February, March, and God of War comes out holiday 2022.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do you guys think Sony will have a state of play at some point in summer? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, they have to. They have to. Yeah, there's no way they were going to let E3 and Summer Games Fest and stuff happen without doing an official state of play. I do think that state of play is probably where we're going to get this God of War Ragnarok trailer.
I'm going to be honest, though, that state of play probably isn't going to happen till July.
Correct.
I think that's when it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's my counter. I think Horizon is actually going to be 2022 spring, and I think God of War is going to be
so because Horizon has to shift, that God of War Ragnarok's going to have to shift. Yeah, that's fair. I'm riding that fucking hype train. my dude.
No,
I
I'm
love
right
that
there with
thing.
you. Would I rather it come out then? Absolutely,
Yeah,
if it's ready. But
right.
yeah,
I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked. Okay,
yeah.
first off, what is your hot take one that you said you had?
Are you ready?
Yep.
My hot take: we do not see Elden Ring at all at E3.
You fucking monster.
Yep.
You fucking animal.
Yep. That's my hot take.
I'm noting this one. No Elden Ring because
The guy can't even finish a goddamn fucking book series. What makes you think that game's going to come out anytime soon?
Hot take from Devin. No Elden Ring because I'm an asshole.
No, it's because fucking Martin can't even finish a fucking book series.
It's actually because George R. R. Martin's an
writing
asshole.
a fucking game.
Yeah, I know. I fucking know, dude. I mean, like, that's almost why why I didn't mention it, because Elden Ring getting a full reveal was one of my things that I had on my list, but I was like, I don't know if I can commit to that. I don't know if I can commit to that, because it's like the more we think about it, the more like we know nothing about Elden Ring. Nothing. Yep. Virtually nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was one of my predictions too, is that, we'd see a trailer with a release date for next year. That was originally what I was thinking.
Right.
But I was thinking about it in the car, and when I was telling you, it's like I had a couple more to add to this list.
Yeah.
That I thought about. And yeah, dude, I don't think we're gonna see Elden Ring. I really don't.
Agreed.
And I think there's gonna be a lot of fanboy dorks that are going to be pissed off about it.
Yeah, that's facts.
So
that's facts. All right, but, so my hot take one, Halo Infinite gets a gameplay reveal and is delayed again.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I think it's going to happen, but I think my modifier for that one was going to be to alleviate that. The Halo multiplayer comes out for free this October.
So, yeah, I don't think the game's getting delayed. I think it's releasing day and date, but oh man, I don't know why I didn't see this. It's not like I can resend anything, but if I did resend anything, it would be the PS5. I think Halo is coming out this holiday season, no matter what. It's coming out in November, which is the 20th anniversary of Halo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the beta is going to launch this summer and announced at E3.
Yeah. So that's all exactly why I didn't name that as one of my predictions. Because I was like, the Halo anniversary is this year. Like there's a lot of stuff kind of just like Microsoft is writing on Halo Infinite being
Did you see this?
Perfect.
Yeah, did you see the screenshots of the multiplayer? It actually looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, so slack it to me. Slack it to me.
I gotta get those real quick.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, with that said, like I like, I thought about it for a little while, and I was kind of like, there is a chance that, we could totally have Halo get delayed again, but it's like I feel like Microsoft is writing on so much for this to be perfect, to be successful, that they're not going to take that chance. You know what I mean? Like they have to. They fucking have to.
Yeah. Let me see. I want you to look at that link. There's only a few in there, but they're screenshots from the multiplayer, and it looks fucking good, dude.
Jesus Christ! Hold on. I wanna put this on the stream here. 1 second. Oh my god, this is bonkers, dude.
Yeah.
This looks real good. This looks like shockingly good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so
and it all has the 343 watermark on them too, and the Halo Infinite watermark.
I know. Oh my god. Okay, so shit, I didn't have any of that prepared. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, this looks insane. This looks really pretty. Everyone, our viewers and listeners at home, definitely go check this out. It's on the Direct. You can just do the direct.com. and just like search for
Here.
Halo Infinite screenshots. Or yeah, there you go. Drop the link
Yep.
there. Yeah, this looks. Oh my god, they're gonna do custom Spartans. Oh,
Yep.
God,
This is
Jesus
why
Christ.
I think this is not getting delayed at all, because this is the update that they've given us.
Yeah.
And I know they're screenshots and they're probably captured on PC, of course, but this is a PC as ass game in the first place. This looks fucking gorgeous.
It's gonna be
like,
so
look
good,
at,
dude.
Like that last still, like showing the ring in the distance with that sunset, like going behind the ring, and then like seeing the way that the light reflects off of the ground with the water and the rocks.
Yeah. It is. Oh my god, I need it in and around my mouth. I swear to God, it's gonna be so damn good. Devin, your counter pick that you had here was for my God of War Ragnarok reveal.
Yep.
Saying that it's going to be holiday 2022. Are you committing to that counter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, sick. My counter for you. The one that speaks most ridiculous to me is the PS5 one. I have to counter the PS5.
I understand that.
Yeah.
That was my bait and switch for you. That was my bait and switch for you.
Because like a part of me like feels like it would either be this one, it would be the acquisition of Microsoft getting Konami.
Yeah.
Like it would be one of those, but I feel like the PS5 Slim is definitely the most bonkers one. Between the two, because there's a chance Microsoft's been acquiring fucking everybody within arm's reach. They just been buying you. I'm buying you. I'm buying you. Like they just been doing it.
And just to like reiterate, like a reason why I think Sony is going to be quick to doing a PS5 Slim is I think it might actually be a little bit more similar to the Series S, but still able to do 4K, because dude, they're getting beat out. Like, there's a $300 next gen console on the market, and I've had hands on with it, and it is very good. It is actually surprisingly good. Especially for $300, you know?
Yeah.
And that thing is tiny. It's literally like a hand and a half long. It's not that big. So
yeah, I know. I'm so hyped on everything Microsoft is doing. It's gonna be so good, dude. I'm so damn stoked on it. Devin, did you have any that you didn't use at all?
Just that the beta will be announced to release at E3 for Halo Infinite. My hot prediction is that it might be released during E3.
I'm saying. I thought about that too, and I was like, that might be too hype. That might be too hype to be true.
I don't think so, because they've released games like that before and betas before. I think it will happen because they said the multiplayer beta was going to be available long before the game came out.
Yeah.
So if they came out with a multiplayer beta during E3, that gives it a good 4 to 5 months before the game comes out.
Right.
And I think the beta will be available. Multiplayer might just be released in beta, because they said multiplayer was going to be free for Halo, no matter what, regardless of Game Pass or not. So it's hard to say. It might be an everlasting thing. It might be in beta till release.
Like Fortnite.
Yep. But Fortnite's technically still in beta.
Yeah, permanently in fucking beta, I guess. That's
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was, I didn't really have any left over besides that Halo Infinite one, and I was like, I don't know if I can be confident of that one, but go ahead.
I do have one. We're gonna get an official release date for xCloud on iOS.
Oh,
because that's only been
for sure.
It's been gated. It's selected beta so far. So I think we'll get an official release date for that. Okay. That's just a given, though.
Yeah, like I feel like that's definitely like everyone's kind of like, there's no way we're not going to get that at least. Yeah, like announced for like next summer, something like that. Like they've been working on it for a minute and just need a little bit more time. Like it's. I
I think the official release of xCloud on iOS is going to come with the release of Halo Infinite.
That's a good one, my friend.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good prediction. We have a ton of good predictions today. I'm really hype on that Nintendo Switch Pro Breath of the Wild. Or
the Xbox Smart TV app with dongle for pairing.
It's gonna be so good on my 4K TV. It's gonna be so good on my 4K TV.
Right.
I'm so stoked. I am so stoked. This summer's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking awesome. This is gonna be exciting. E3 is upon us, y'all. Again, as a reminder, we are doing a streams of the first 2 days of E3. We will be doing that. Saturday the 12th and Sunday the 13th. We will be covering the entire show. For all of you, come in, hang out. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna be discussing it as the show goes. You probably won't do like post content or whatever. We'll just add commentary as we go along. It'll be a fucking good time. With that said, this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, a show for nerdy, marginalized people, giving you the video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and 1 p.m. on Saturdays, right here on twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoyed the show, you can support us by subscribing below, by going to our YouTube channel, by clicking the link in the About section of our Twitch channel and clicking that bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. And until next time, my friends, it is E3 time. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Let's
hype.
Go.
Hype.
Fucking hype.
PS5 Slim. PS5 Slim. PS5 Slim.
Bye. We love you.